So this is your next question regarding chain surveying. So you can pause the video and write down the question. Let me read out the question for you. A river is flowing from east to west. 2 points A and B are selected on one bank at 200 meters apart. A tower is on the opposite bank of the river. Bearings of the tower from the points A and B are 45 degree and 300 degree, and find the width of the river. So this is the question. This is what is given in the question. There is a river which is flowing from east to west. The river is flowing from east to west. So this is west. North, east, south, west. So the direction of flow of the river is from east to west. Okay. Now on one bank of the river there are 2 points. It is given in the question. You can see there are two on one bank of the river. This is the bank. There are 2 points A and B, and the distance between the points is 200 meters. Okay. And there is a tower on the other bank of the river. There is a tower on the other bank of the river. This is the tower T. Okay. And the bearings of the tower from A and B are 45 degree and 300 degree. Now the question is that what is a bearing? Bearing, the term, you will be familiar with the bearing term in our compass surveying part, but for now you just need to know that bearing is the angle of a line with respect to a reference line. So bearing is the angle of a line with respect to a reference line. Okay, this is what the definition of bearing. We will deal with bearing term in detail in our compass surveying part, but for now this is what we need to do, what we need to know in order to solve this problem. So the bearing of tower T taken from angle A is 45 degree. That means the line joining A and T is making an angle of 45 degree with respect to a reference line. Now what is the reference line here? We have taken the reference line to be the north direction. We need a fixed line. The reference line has to be a fixed one. So we are taking the north direction as a reference line, and the line joining A and T is making an angle of 45 degree with the north direction measured clockwise. Okay, measured clockwise in this direction. Just like that, the bearing of tower T from the point B, that means the line joining B and T is making an angle of 300 degrees with the north direction measured clockwise. This cannot be the bearing. This cannot be the bearing because it will be anti-clockwise. Clockwise we need to measure. That means this whole angle with the north direction, this whole angle is 300 degrees. From here to here it is of 300 degrees. Okay. But what is going to be this value? This is going to be 60 degrees, isn't it? Because this whole is a circle. This whole thing is a circle. If up to this point is 300 degree, then the left portion is, whatever the left portion is, it is going to be 60 degree. Okay. So clear? Now in the next step, what we have done is that we have drawn a perpendicular TD on the line AB. Now from the figure we can see that this perpendicular TD is parallel to the north direction. And if TD and this north direction line are parallel, then what we can assume, what we can find out, that this angle will be equal to this angle. Because these two lines are parallel, then this angle will be equal to this angle. So if it is 45 degrees, then this is also going to be 45 degrees. Just like that, this perpendicular is parallel to the north direction. So this angle will be equal to this angle. So if this is 60 degrees, then this is also going to be 60 degrees, isn't it? So what is our basic goal? We need to find out TD. TD is the width of the river, because T and D points are very near to the edges. So we can assume that TD is the width of the river. So we need to find out the dimension of TD. So that is what we are going to find out. Okay. Now let us take the triangle TAD. Triangle TAD. We need to find out? We need to find out TD. So we are taking this triangle TAD. So from triangle TAD, we can write tan 45 degree. Tan 45 degree. This is the 45 degree angle. If we take tan of this angle, what is going to be equal to tan 45 degree? Perpendicular by base. This is the perpendicular. This is base. So AD by TD. Okay. Now let AD is equal to x. This is AD. Let AD is equal to x. Okay. So what is going to be the left portion? This whole portion is 200. This portion is x. So what we can write? dB is 200 minus x. Isn't it? This is 200. This is x. So this is 200 minus x. Okay. So we can write down this tan 45 is equal to AD is we have taken as x. So x by TD. Tan 45 as we all know is 1. So x by TD. So TD is equal to x. So the length of this perpendicular, the width of the river is equal to x. Okay. Now let us consider this triangle TDB. From triangle TDB, we can write, what is this angle? 60 degrees. So let us take tan of 60 degrees. So tan theta is equal to perpendicular by base. This is the perpendicular for this angle and this is the base. So tan 60 degree is equal to BD by TD. BD by TD. Now what is BD? From this figure we can easily find out BD is equal to 200 minus x. So 200 minus x divided by TD. And tan 60 is nothing but root over 3. Okay. Now we have already found out in case of the other triangle that TD is equal to x. So root over 3 is equal to 200 minus x by x. Okay. So root 3x is equal to 200 minus x is equal to, if we take common, root 3 root over 3 plus 1 is equal to 200. So the value of x will be 200 divided by root 3 plus 1. So this is the value of x. Okay. So x is nothing but this TD, and TD is nothing but the width of the river. Okay.